Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. If you could only have one, plus a lot of information for your weekend. Friday, May 15th, and this is Ham Radio Live.
Here is where I sit all cloudy and blaze, with the primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my ukulele for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Cousins all here, drinking up my beer, got cakes running everywhere. Got some pokey on the side while Mom was trying to hide the Miller and the Heineken beer. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Okay, you know, when you want to get away, I mean, one thing about Friday, man, the working week is over. And frankly, I feel good, man. I work hard all week long. I can't wait to get away. You know, down like the beach, I'll cruise this weekend. Yeah, I'll get one hot concert too, man. That's the most important thing. The main thing too is to get enough money for gas and to go out to the disco. I like to see all them beautiful chicks. Yeah. So, I'm gonna just kind of cruise, take my Bank of America card, you know. Otherwise, how can I get money? Right? Plus, then my friends always saying, hey, brother, you can buy me one drink, man. Kimbo and the crew, sucking up the brew, who meet smoking on the side. All the surfers are dropping while the high schools are popping down Kalakaua for a ride.
Oh, it's ready.
It's Aloha Friday.
It definitely is.
Don't work till Monday.
Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. A song that you just can't be upset hearing, right? Just can't be upset. It's just such a great song.
Don't work till Monday.
Kimo Kahuano, famous guy in the Hawaiian Islands with an anthem for Fridays in Hawaii. It's just such a fun song. It really is. Just really enjoy it. Gang, it is Friday, May the 15th, 2026, and from the Little Shack in Florida. What do you say we get ready, get set, and away we go. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Woohoo! Little bit late, sorry. There's a lot in the program today. I hope you enjoy it. We've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about Hamvention. It starts today here in Xenia, Ohio, and here in the States. Also, going to cover a neat topic question that was given to us yesterday by Northern Ariel, I believe was the YouTube channel name. And it's really a great question. It really is. If you only had one radio of, like, say, the big three. So Icon, Kenwood, Yaesu, right? And you could only have one. What would it be? Great question. So I just want to say up front, that wasn't Larry that came up with that question here.
Shut up!
You're already picking at me, Sam. What's wrong with you? It's Friday. Come on now. Sam's a bit upset. But great question. We're also going to talk to you about maximum transmit power worldwide. Now, we've never covered that subject. You might be surprised at the results that are out there for different countries. Yeah, and to say you can get all, like, however many countries there are in the world that have ham radio licenses available, right? To get them all, we'd be here forever. But we're going to cover some big places around the world and tell you what the maximum transmit power is. I think you might be surprised. And then you might not be surprised why some of those countries are not in your logbook, too. Plus, we're also going to go over your contest, Dxpedition Special Event Calendar. We do have a report from Bill, our unseen reporter there at the wonderful Hamvention Report. Yeah. Well, he is kind of. And it should be a lot of fun. And I hope you're ready for a fun show today. If you'd like to get into amateur radio, it's a great hobby. Love it. I do. I wish I had gotten sooner because I could have done a lot more, because when you're younger, you can do a lot of things better, right? But it's not too late. And I mean, people are getting licenses in their mid-late 90s even. Don't wait that long. Don't do that. Get one now. You can do it. Get a hold of your local ham radio club, or if you don't know where that club is, reach out to the American Radio Relay League because they have a directory of amateur radio clubs worldwide, and they can help find one near you. Find them at www.arrl.org. Just click on the contact part of their page. Let them know you want your ham license and where you live in the world. They will zip you over in your email a local to you ham radio club. You contact the club, they'll help you get licensed. www.arrl.org. We have a show email, info@hamradiolive.org. I have to tell you the truth on this here before we go any further.
What's going on here? Well, I don't stand there with your beak open.
Well, it has to do with, there's so much in the show, I could not add like other content. We'll do that next week, okay? I promise. So if you sent me something, hang in there. We'll get stuff on the show. I promise, right? Also, we do have a website at www.hamradiolive.org. Feel free and take a look at it. You'll have a lot of fun, especially with the weather maps. You can play with that for hours. I have. I guess I'm really totally impressed with little simple stuff, but it's really good. And I think you'd enjoy it. You find out if tropospheric ducting's coming near you, get your VHF, UHF radio out, right? Try and work some long distance stuff, or take a look at the contests or the Dxpedition calendar and find out where you can work somebody in the world. It's available 24/7, free of charge at www.hamradiolive.org. Also, our Discord channel is at ham-radio-live. It's a community of people who love to talk about radio and hang out together, which is kind of fun. Today's topic question: if you had to choose one and only one ICOM, Yaesu, or Kenwood, which one would it be and why? Let us know in the comment section and we'll make it part of the show. Let's find out who's first, second, and third today on a Friday. It is time to check who's here. First one, Bill is gone, but Bill's been in touch with me today. You're going to find out during the video segments of the program that Bill's having a wonderful time at Hamvention. Texting. You'll see. And it's really cool. It's endearing because it shows how happy he is, which is really what we all want to. But coming in first today, it's the Great White North, and this is the guy that has been working so close to getting in first place. And today is his day. Jeff, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey, you, Juliet, let's give him a big beep, please. Jeff, well done, buddy. You did it. First place today. Wow. I think you've done that maybe once or twice already, but it's been a while. Well done. Second place, and that's continent number 2, Andy New, Mike 7, Charlie November. Big applause. Thank you. Crowd's excited to go home for the weekend. We let him out, because otherwise you got to feed him. And that's very expensive. It is. You got all those people, and you got to, yeah. Usually PB&Js go a long ways, but you can't do it for days. Third up, Joshua, welcome. He says, I made it early finally instead of 5 minutes before it's over. Joshua, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming in today. It's an honor to have you so early on the show. And Martin keeping up he's like, Martin is one of the Pips, I think. Yeah, like Gladys Knight. She had the Pips, or maybe the Supremes. Could be. Yeah, he's da-doo-be-doo, ba-doo-be-doo, ba-doo-be-doo-be-doo. The crowd loves that too. Well done. Hi, Martin. His call sign is Pop Echo 9 Tango India Golf. Good to see you, Martin. Thanks for helping us with the background vocals today. As always, Good to see you. And Andy's getting his ukulele out. That's nice. Have some melee going here today. It's good. Joshua, if you live in Hawaii, it's so nice. Do you even care what day it is? No, you don't. It's so expensive to live there. You know, when we looked at moving from Oregon, Hawaii was our destination. We were going to go southwest onto the island chain. And we found the only place we could afford to live was on the Big Island. This is no lie. In an area that's right on the edge of the lava flows. I kid you not. It's like a house on an acre of land, $500,000. Yeah. And you've got like lava for a yard. You can put grass in. It is possible to make that work, I guess. But wow, an acre of land on lava right by the lava flows. Karen's like, there is no way in the world I am going to do that.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
So we said, no, can't do that. What's like Hawaii? Well, Florida works. Kind of. You know, summers, oh my gosh. Oh, summers are really, really hard here. So, but it's great to be here, and the beaches are beautiful here. And I agree with you. Went a long tangent there, didn't I, my friend? Good to see you, Joshua. Jeff. Oh my gosh, someone from Australia is here. That's continent number 3. Look at this. Oh, wow. Amazing. Happy Friday from 400 Whiskey, Victor Kilo. That's Jeff. Victor Kilo 3, Golf Bravo Echo. Big applause again. Please. Wow. It's like 3:28 in the morning there, right? Holy cow. Jeff, you are amazing. This is really something, man.
Run, Forrest, run!
He's really going. This is great.
Run, Forrest, run!
Good to see you, my friend. You can stop running now. Jeff, great to have you. Thank you. Andy, where's everybody? Probably either hungover from too much hamvention videos, or they're at hamvention, or it's just because it's Friday, or maybe that the show here doesn't sound so good.
No!
Might be. Gunter's here from Germany. Hi, Gunter. DK50NV. I'm sorry if I didn't get any videos that you sent. I'm sorry. Today is a lot of stuff in the show. Thanks for coming. It's good to have you. And Jeff is here from Sherwood, Oregon, Alpha Delta 7, Lima, November. Hello, Jeff. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, continent number 4 too. Amazing. It's Tom in Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey there in Bahrain. Alpha Echo 1, Tango Papa here in the States. Wow, Tom, good evening. Good to see you. Wow, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming. It'll be a fun show today. It really will. Joshua, one of the 200 watts barefoot Kenwoods, just because they're 200 watts. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I totally get that. Because, you know, like, I told Karen today, this is interesting you brought that up, Josh, because I told her today, I said, you know, I remember when back in Oregon, I couldn't make a call with the 7610. I'd try on the Yaesu 5000, had the extra 100 watts, right? Because the 5000 MP was 200 watts and the ICOM is 100. And I don't remember ever not getting the call made on the Yaesu then, because I had the extra power, just a little bit more. But, you know, honestly, 200 watts is pretty good, and you can do a lot with that. So, yeah, I get it. And Kenwood, just because, well, they're 200 watts, and it's a Kenwood. That's great. Johnny Boy, welcome. First timer, Golf 1, Fox Whiskey. It's an honor to meet you. I'm Larry Dio, Kilo 7, Hotel November. I hope you stick around for a while. Welcome to the Shack here in Florida. Nice to meet you. John, thank you. Just great to have you. It really is. Robert Varner, welcome. He is here from New Jersey. Good to see you, Robert. As always, thanks for coming here. It's always an honor, and I do mean that. Man, oh man. A good crowd today, considering this is Hamvention week and everybody's getting going with their Hamvention plans if they're near Ohio for sure. Spike has made it all the way from Montana.
That's my boy!
Yeah, usually is. Yeah, well, Spike was late though, you know.
You'll pay for this!
I don't have to say that. It's okay. Spike is a good guy, and he's here, and that's it, right?
Stand up, boy. You're tripping over your own feet.
Sorry. Spike says, I have one of each, been using the ones without a waterfall. I lived in Hawaii in 1972 for a short period of time. Wow, that'd be amazing. I wondered about being a beach bum. It wouldn't suck. It hardly rains. No, it does. It does rain. I want to make things up. And he says, after it became a state, really nice then. Oh, it's a beautiful place. It is. Martin in Holland, today's topic question, my personal opinion, because I'm used to the menu structure of ICOM, but it broadcasts, but if it transmits, I use it. Thank you, sir. Yes, it just works. It's good to have you here today. Thanks, Martin. And also Andy and Tom and everybody here. Thank you. Tom in Bahrain, today's topic question. He says, you can't choose just one. It's like asking someone to eat just one potato chip. That's true, too. It really is. Guys, we're going to stay on the format today. The format for the HF weather today is powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. You can see the SFI still dipping down. We talked about this happening yesterday. It's going to kind of continue. Sorry, I'm just the person who delivers the weather. SFI is down to 106. Sunspot number down 10 from yesterday. It's down to 46. K-index is high. So, kind of one of those things. It's just a little bit unsettled, but it's not bad. The noise is not that bad. You can see the HF conditions, 40 and 80 are poor due to an S2, S3 noise floor, and then up to 15 meters is possible, but it's going to be late in the day if you're in the northern hemisphere. BZ latitude went way forward. Look at that, 9.3 positive, amazing. And solar wind is up, and that's why we've got a K3 out there. It's the reason why we're unsettled. It's up to 582.2 kilometers per second. Magnetosphere view, well, here's the problem. See the big three there on the northern hemisphere of the sun? 4435 is nearly gone. 4438, it will stay with us today. By tomorrow, it'll be just past 4435, just on the very far east end of the sun. And that leaves us there with just the one, 4436. See it right there? It's in the center, and our numbers are going to go into double digits. Just the way it goes, man. It's part of a solar cycle. Your HF band conditions, maximum usable frequencies, you kind of see where they go. Now, you see the bump. If you're real careful and you look towards Eastern Europe, you see how the numbers go up. They do bounce up except for 10 meters. 12 even comes up. So at 45 degrees north, you should get 12 meters later in the day. Your HF forecast for ham radio, sporadic E-skip is open today, declining SFIs through the weekend. Some QS Baker on the HF bands from time to time over the weekend. Noise floors will be quiet starting tomorrow. Best World DX in the north is on 20 and 17 meters. Best in the south is going to be 17 and 20 if you want to work the northern hemisphere. But there in the south, man, 10 and 12, it's just brilliant. Nighttime ham radio, poor solar flux index numbers coming this weekend, but decent nighttime DX available. You don't need a whole lot of SFI to work on 80, 40, 160, right? It's going to work. So top DX is going to be on the 40 meter band overnight. Shortwave DXers, daytime shortwave, noise floors are quiet down tomorrow, okay? The SFIs are okay. I mean, shortwave stations use high power, so it should be just fine for you. Daytime shortwave bands 31 meters, 25, 22, 19, 15, and 13. Nighttime shortwave, decent SFIs, some fading on weak signals at times. Nighttime shortwave bands 120, 90 meters, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22. And the 19 meter band after dark works great about 2 hours after sunset in the southern hemisphere, maybe an hour and a half, I should say, and then about 3 hours after sunset here in the northern hemisphere. Your best DX bands, nighttime shortwave, going to be 75 meters, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, and 22, and they should be brilliant for you after dark. There is your HF forecast. Welcome to the program. Good to have you. Got a lot to do today. Let's get into what's going on this weekend. I will get back to our topic question today, which is if you could only choose one and only one, ICOM, Yaesu, or Kenwood radio for, whatever kind of ham radio you do. Maybe you do VHF, UHF. Maybe you do super high frequency and microwave, Perhaps you do HF plus 6. Let us know in the comment section, and we'll make it part of our program today. And I look forward to reading them. Should be interesting. It was neat to get that question just by accident yesterday on the program. Your special events for the coming weekend. Don't forget Grand Prix du Canada, still going on. It goes on through the 30th of this month, and the call sign's pretty easy. It's Victor Echo 2 Speed. Victor Echo 2 Speed. They're going to be doing just Morse code, 14.011 megahertz, where they plan to be. And you can, of course, QSL card on this too, which is typical of special events. It goes on through May 30th, all right? Also, right now, starting on Saturday and only Saturday, Air Power Museum Armed Forces Day special event. It's from 1300 to 2030 UTC. Whiskey 2 Golf Sierra Bravo is a call sign. That's Whiskey 2 Golf Sierra Bravo. It's out of the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club in Babylon, New York. Planned to be on 20 meters, about 14.245, way up on 10. If they can make that work, it'll be interesting. 28.5 megahertz, also on 15 at 21.325, and on the 40 meter band on or about 7.275. National Maritime Day, Saturday and Sunday special event is going to go from 1330 UTC until 2100 on Sunday. Kilo 3 Sierra is the call sign. That's Kilo 3 Sierra. Is one of the many special events that they do out of the Port of Baltimore Nuclear Ship Savannah Amateur Radio Club. And you can see the frequencies there. They're planning to do on 40, 20, 17, 15, and 10. I had someone ask me in the email one day, they said, well, on these special events, how can they get on the work bands? I'm hearing you read like they're on the 17 meter band. Remember, 17, you can still do special events. You just can't do contesting. That's what the difference is. Also, this weekend, the Whiskey 6 Sierra Foxtrot Mike Bug Roundup is this weekend. It's for, of course, Morse code. Not a ton of Morse code special events. That's coming up this weekend. So if you do Morse code, be listening out there. 80 meters, 3.533 megs. On 40 at 7.033. 20 meters at 14.033 and way up on 10. And Fair Oaks, California can get up on 10 late in the afternoon. Plan to be on or about 28.033. Also, don't forget this weekend is the Indianapolis 500 Race 2 from the Indy Motor Speedway. The legendary call sign out of the Speedway is Whiskey 9 India Mike Sierra. That's going to be on May 18th through May the 24th. So you've got a week to do this and try and collect all 3 QSL cards. You'll get a nice certificate if you do that. You see the frequencies listed there from 80 all the way to the 15 meter band. Also, coming up May 22nd and 23rd, that's next weekend, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Special Event Station is going to be up. Call sign Kilo 9 Victor. That's Kilo 9 Victor. And they're going to be on a multitude of frequencies as well. So try and go take a look at that next week as we do some special events on next Saturday and Sunday. Contest calendar. I know some people are just not into contests, but if you're looking to maybe work an entity, it's a great way to do it, really is. Here is your schedule for this coming weekend. Take a look at just a few. Here is just one for Morse code, His Majesty King of Spain contest, and that's going to be, of course, on every band except for the work bands, and Morse code only. High power, anything over 100 watts. Low power is 100 to 6 watts, technically. And the information is listed right there. Also, the EU PSK-DX contest for folks that like to run BPSK. You can do it this weekend, 80, 40, 20, 15, and the 10 meter band. So take a look at that. High power, 100 watts. Low power is going to be 10. You got a good antenna. You do well with that if you're running in the low power schedule. Also, we do have one QSO state party this weekend. It's for Arkansas. It runs from 1400 on May 16th through 2 Zulu on May 17th. CW phone digital, but no FT8. That's kind of interesting, right? Plan to be on 160, so they're going to be running top band 80, 40, 20, 15, 10, 6, and 2. This is a real big state QSO party, folks. It is. Yep, they've also got portable, mobile, and rover categories here too. High power, look at this. High power is 150 or more. Low power is 149 to 6, and QRP, of course, is 5. But a lot of stuff going on there for the Arkansas QSO party. Again, that's going to be Saturday from 14 UTC until Sunday at 0200 UTC. Dxpedition calendar, today's the last day from Minami Torishima. This was a spare time operation, 50 watt, usually some Morse code and some FT8 out of this. I don't know if you'll still find them on spotting networks, but it doesn't hurt to look. Minami Torishima prefix Juliet Delta number 1. Galapagos Islands runs through May the 31st. Call sign Hotel Delta 8 Romeo. That's Hotel Delta 8 Romeo. HF bands only, and they're going to be doing a lot of sideband there. Western Sahara, that's a tough one to get out of Africa. Call sign Sierra 09 Sierra. Simple DX call to remember, Sierra 09 Sierra. This runs through May 31st, and also they're running a lot. Look at this, SB, they're running sideband, they're running Morse code, they're doing Earth Moon Earth Bounce, plus Quebec Oscar 100 digital modes, 100 watts, and they'll be working through May the 31st. Rodriguez Islands on the air through May 22nd. Call sign 3 Bravo 9 Golf. That's 3 Bravo 9 Golf. 20, 15, and 10 meters. Morse code. They got 400 watts there too. Another African area. Here's Kenya. That runs through June the 16th. Excuse me. Little hard to read my screen there. Call sign prefix is Sierra Zulu 4. That's Sierra Zulu number 4. This is HF, Morse code, sideband, and FT8. Burkina Faso runs through this weekend. Okay, so Monday they're going to close down. Call sign X-Ray Tango 2 Alpha Whiskey, X-Ray Tango 2 Alpha Whiskey, 160 to 6 meters, Morse code, sideband, FT8, and FT4. Mauritius, this is available through June the 1st. Call sign 3 Bravo 8 India Delta X-Ray. It's a bit long. Let me do it again. 3 Bravo 8 India Delta X-Ray. Mainly Morse code here, but they plan to do some sideband, and they'll be basically running through June the 1st. Iceland, there's one for you. It runs through Monday. Iceland's call sign prefix Tango Foxtrot. That's Tango Foxtrot. This is HF, mainly FT8, some Morse code and sideband as well, but it's tough to get Iceland. Try and get it. Also, through the middle of next week, Greenland is on the air. Call sign Oscar X-Ray 3 Lima X-Ray. That's Oscar X-Ray number 3 Lima X-Ray. Island on the air, North America 134. It's an island on the air, Greenland. Wow. Anyway, plan to be mainly 30 to 10 meters, and they will be checking on 6-meter E-skip. It'll be a spare time operation. Uganda, here's another one from Africa. Pardon me, guys. 5 X-Ray 1 X-Ray Alpha is the call sign. That's 5 X-Ray 1 X-Ray Alpha. HF, Morse code, and some FT8, perhaps some SSB. And some people having a little fun down at St. Kitts and Nevis. Call sign prefix Victor 4. That's Victor 4. 160 to 6, including 60 meters. Sideband FT8 with some Morse code as well. You see what's coming up. Look at this. Ascension Islands coming up May 25th to the 28th. That's a 3-day window to work Ascension Island. This is a tough one to get. 40 to 10 meters on that, mainly Morse code and sideband, plus FT8, FT4 were added 5 to 10 watts to work Ascension Island, and they may work some great DX there. Also, Namibia, yet another Africa country there. So this is going to be May 20th through June 19th, and the call sign prefix Victor 5. Remember, Victor 5, and they're going to be working just the 20-meter band at 14.265 megahertz on sideband, on or about, if they can get on that frequency. That what they'll probably do is they'll probably transmit there and not realize there's a lot of other people around the world on the same frequency, but Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Also, they plan to be on the 40-meter band at 7.165. So that's going to be Namibia. That starts May 20th, runs through June 19th. You see the rest of them there. It's a lot of stuff going on Dxpeditions around the world. I need a little drink of water. Thank you very much for listening. So this weekend is the big one in Xenia, Ohio. It's known as Hamvention. It's the largest ham fair in the world. And we got some pictures from Bill we'll show you in just a second. Today's topic question: if you had to choose one and only one ICOM, Yacer, or Kenwood, which would it be and why? And I really thought about this because there's a lot of radios there. And to be tied to only one, I got to be honest, I had to split. Here's what I did, and I'll share it with you in a bit. I had to go with one Superhet, one SDR, period. Because if I was going to pare it down further than that, I'd just leave what I have because it works good. And these things are expensive. It's not like I'm going to be able to afford one of these things. But if I was dreaming and I could keep one, I would keep one Super Heterodyne and one software-defined radio. I'll give you the same thing. I think it's fair. So go ahead and put your comments in the comment section and we'll make it part of the show. Jeff in Canada. First up, he says, I would settle. Really? Oh, this is interesting. I like this. I would never have thought you'd pick this. It's great radio. And let me explain why. It's QRP. That's what's like, really? Okay. He says, I would settle on the IC705, which I own, because 10 watts is all I need. It's portable, good battery system, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, D-Star, Shack in the Box, HF, VHF, UHF, large screen plus waterfall. Great comment. Jeff, have you seen the new ICOM X065 radio yet? That is going to be special. It really is. I've seen it, and it's not a normal ICOM looking radio. In fact, it doesn't look like any ham radio. To me, it almost looks like a video game, handheld video game system like a Nintendo Switch, or what was the Sony PlayStation handheld thing they had? It looks like that, only more polished. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can see like what each thing's going to do, but you have a general idea where the VFO is and the volume knob, right? I saw it and I was like, oh boy, I may have to sell stuff to try and buy one because it looks good. We'll show it in just a second. Thank you for your comment. Love it. Seriously, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be VHF, UHF, all of that. So, yeah. Tom in Bahrain, thank you again for coming. Barry Wendon, sorry, Larry, I'm late. Golf 6, Juliet Mike X-Ray, we're glad you're here. Thanks, Barry. Don't ever have to apologize. My gosh. Oscar's here from Los Angeles, California. Whiskey 6, Papa November, Quebec. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Andy New in Bristol. Today's topic question: having owned a Kenwood 590 Sugar Golf, I would choose Kenwood. If money was no object, the 890 Kenwoods are built well and sound great. Thank you, Andy. Good comment. Love that. Yeah, absolutely. Just a sec. Here's the thing. What I love about what you're saying, you like quality sound, and Kenwood delivers. They do. I mean, for people that don't understand, amateur radio sounds good sometimes. Kenwood makes it sound really good. And the 590 SG is an extremely capable radio with a great front end. I mean, it really has good selectivity and sensitivity to bring in that weak signal. The filtering is good enough to knock out the strong adjacent signals. The sound is pure, sounds good, great HF radio. The 890, it kind of takes all that architecture, makes it a lot bigger, physically bigger, plus adds the screens, which are beautiful. Great radio, great choice. Thank you, Andy. Yeah. I'll star that. because that's a good comment. Truly is. Also, Barry Yesu, you know what I am going to say, Larry? yeah, I have an idea what you're going to say, my friend. Yes, I do. You may be surprised what I say in just a little bit on the show. Spike, dang, seeing all these vids from Dayton, I would go bankrupt in Hamvention swap meet. Glad I stayed home. Bill is going to need a trailer to carry his wife's jewelry. Yes, he will. I asked him how Kelly's doing. I did. Because, I think about the XYL. Because, this is like, to go to a big ham fest, doesn't have to be Hamvention. It could be Frederikshavn. It could be the one that's here in Orlando, Hamcation. I mean, it could be the one in Tokyo, right? Could be any of them. Even CPAC that's in Seaside, Oregon. You just better make sure the XYL's on board and know that there's going to be an awful lot of good buys and things you can get that look beautiful there. And you think right away, right? Oh, yeah. That baby right there would look so good in my shack. You do. And you're like, okay, you get the wallet out, right? And you think, okay, I got some cash and I got this card and I got another credit card and they're taking credit cards. How much is that amplifier over there? And you walk out of there and all of a sudden...
What's the big idea? Don't stand there gawking, son. Speak up.
You've spent over 10 grand at a swap meet or, a ham festival. And you're like going, oh boy, honey, I'm going to owe you an awful lot of jewelry.
Please send your complaints about the show to us here at the Smokin' Apes YouTube channel. Remember, this is the Smokin' Ape Show.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bill Myers. Now, Bill can do certain things. He's been texting me a lot today, and that's good. I'm grateful he has, because he's excited, right? And that's what we all want. We want to have a great time. But Bill's at the largest ham fair in the entire world, and Bill is now talking to us.
That's my boy.
Ooh. You got Sam on your side too, Bill. Welcome. Good to have you, buddy. What the heck are you doing? Go back and enjoy the Ham Fest. Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike. Good to see you, my friend. Everyone's going to be so excited to see you now. Bill says, still at the Hamvention, just taking a break, sitting in our car.
Hey, boy, come here, quick.
How's the weather? How's temperature? Is it good? Everybody's talking to Bill now. Well, that's the show, everybody. Thanks for coming today. See ya. Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for being here. Oh, man. And it's going to be funny because Bill starts out another thought. Larry, comma. Here it comes. Andy, the new ICOM doesn't have HF or SSB. No, wait. There's two. Yeah, I know. The first thing you saw is the 5200. I'll show that. And the next thing is the X026. That's going to be a sideband. It will be. Just wait till you see it. Gunter, Kenwood over ICOM. Look at that. Yes. Okay, so he'd go with it. Which one? Let us know which one. Kenwoods are really good. Hard to say no to Kenwood. Bill, have you seen the Kenwood booth yet? Because I guess they're at Hamvention. They're supposed to be. Are they? Interesting. Spike, ICOM showed the IC0, the X026. It was just a cardboard box and file head. Nothing going to be revealed till the Tokyo show. True, but I have a picture of it still. And it's not a cardboard box. I don't know if maybe it was a cardboard box, maybe. But the file head, yeah, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. That was brilliant. And that's a tease, which you expected, right? I mean, when the 7610 came out, they show you the guts of the radio, nothing of the screen, nothing of what it was, not a thing. But they showed you the circuit boards. Well, that's handy. But this did give an idea of form factor. Doesn't look like the 705. Doesn't look like the 905. Doesn't look like the 7760 head. it looks almost like a video game, handheld video game head. It does. And I'm excited. I want to look at it. Tom, my missus never gives me any issues regarding buying items or radios. This hobby keeps me occupied and is cheaper than a girlfriend. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you said that. It is cheaper than a girlfriend, that's for sure. Bill, Kelly's doing well, thank you. She's at the hotel still recovering from the drive here. Oh boy, you'll get there soon. You will. North Ariel, welcome. He's the one who's responsible for our topic question today. How about that? Yeah, it's great to have you. Thanks for coming back. I mean that. He says, Yaesu offers a 3-year warranty. That's pretty huge. Yeah, can be. Yeah, it can be for sure. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, if warranty is what you're thinking, you know, having a longer period of time might make your decision easier, right? If you want to go with the Yaesu product. Yep, that's true. Gunther in Germany says receivers are the best by Kenwood. No Yaesu or Icom will touch that. I don't know about that. Ever? Oof. I'll tell you, the 7610 has got an amazing receiver. The Flex I had, the 6300, great receiver. The 5000 was brilliant. Gosh darn. Oh, I miss that radio. I miss that radio. But the Kenwood box, that speaker sounds better. I would agree. Jeff in Australia says, if I could afford it and find it, an FTDX 9000 mic Papa, because 400 watts can't be bad. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm with you, buddy. We are together on that one. Heck of a radio. And the other thing, too, is remember that radio, the MP, also came with the 3MU tuners. Now, those tuners sold separately, new. What were they? When they first came out, like $750, and you had to have one for 160. You had to have one for 60, 40, and 80. And then they had the 30 and 20 meter MU tuner as well. So in total, there's like $2,100 in these MU tuners, which in essence were the precursor to VC Tune on the FTDX 101 series. That's what they were. And, what was funny about the 9000 series, because it was a series, those boxes were all different. I mean, you could get the D, and it looked different than the Contest. The Contest looked different than the MP and the D. The MP was unique in itself. They're just a very unicorn radio out there. Jeff, I'm with you on that. We'll go over that today. We'll talk about it today. Bill, who's at Hamvention, I saw the Ten-Tech booth, but not the Kenwood booth. And yes, he bought a new radio. Look at that. He walks away with a brand new 7610. Oh, buddy, you are going to love that radio. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Bill, come here. Come closer to the screen. Come closer. Come close. Here's what you're going to get right there. Okay? Now, you're seeing nothing, but if I go to 20 meters, wait till you see what pops up on 20. You're going to have magical fun with this radio. Oh, it's going to work you a lot. Congratulations, man. And you know what? If you got a Yaesu or a Kenwood, I'd say the same thing. I just couldn't show him the live screen. That's all. Congratulations, Bill. Seriously, I'm proud of you, man. Well done. Good for you. Got himself a 7610. Wow. Gunter says, Flex, I leave it out. Oh, man. The Maestro is a brilliant piece of kit. It is. When and how if you know how to use it, right? And I studied a lot. And when I got it, I worked with it a lot. The first call I made, we were in Oregon. I had the DX Commander vertical in the backyard, right? I wasn't running power. I had 100 watts on the Flex. I had the 6300. I had the Maestro. I was downstairs. The head unit was upstairs, running Wi-Fi, right? And my first call was to Croatia. I was stunned because, I could see the trail. I could hear him really well. He heard me too. And I was just, the first call I made from my easy chair. I was in like a zero gravity chair and I always wanted to do ham radio from like a zero gravity chair because of my lower back. It just helps me feel better. And that first call was like 6,000 miles away. Let me tell you, that experience sold me on that product because I was like, oh, you know what? If this is what this can do, I'm a believer. And then our dog Miley, she hurt her knee a few months after that. And we had to sell it because we needed the money to pay for her surgery. Yeah, I love it. Jerry, welcome. Kilo 4 Papa Zulu, good to see you. And Gunter, Flex Hermes Light, Sun SDR are no amateur radios. Well, I don't agree with that. High-tech garbage, that's your opinion, and you're welcome to it, and that's good. Everybody's got an opinion, which is great. I've used the Flex, and I loved it. I loved the Maestro. I really did. I know Tom loves his too, but they're not for everybody. They're just not. Remember, it was Flex that started in 2000. They were the first with a software-defined radio. Now, it was a box. You had to have a computer to use it, right? A screen. Perfect. It was ICOM that made them affordable and in everybody's shack because the 7300, software-defined radio, box with knobs. You can use it. Touchscreen. Brilliant timing. Gosh, they were smart for doing that. They really were. Let's take a look real quick at Dayton Hamvention here. We'll zippity-doo-dah over. You can see what ICOM has got going on. They've already sold Billa at 7610. Nice. I hope they had good pricing on that. Bill gave me this picture this morning. This is as he was going into Dayton right here. This is what he saw. And a lot of people there. Also some coats and sweatshirts, and tells me it's not super warm right now, which is a good thing, because when it's hot there, it can be really miserable. ICOM unveiled a little radio yesterday. It was the 5200. If you've watched a lot of the streamers that do a ton of the stuff like Jason and Josh, you would have seen it. This is what it looks like. I'll try and see. I don't know if I can zoom it in. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, a little bit. But this gives you an idea. Look at the form factor there. That looks a lot to me like the old PlayStation Mini, like the video games you hold on to. It's brilliant size. That fits perfectly into 2 palms. It's not a big square box, rounded corners, smaller form factor, big screen. Wow. Then they showed off the X026. This is it. Similar type of form factor. It really is. It doesn't have the look to me of the 705 because it's got the rounded corners, kind of similar to this, but not quite as angular. This has almost like a slight round to the top and bottom sections with, of course, the rounded corners and the flat sides. But this one here is a little more rectangular with the rounded corners. This is what the X026 is supposed to look like. And spikes right behind you. You see the cardboard box that's going to be the head unit. Now, if this is going to be the kind of thing that is battery, where you've got a battery operated radio where you don't have to have a cord or cable, I should say, to connect it to the head. Cool. Wow, that would be really cool. It'd be running Wi-Fi. But if it's tethered, that's okay too, because most likely it'll have the ability you can buy like another screen like the 7760. There's so many possibilities what this might be. However, it's got to be HF, VHF, UHF, because they've just discontinued the 7100. ICOM's not stupid. I bet that's what they do. No information about this. I don't know for sure, but I can tell you most likely, I think that's going to happen. 3 quick calls from Central Florida. Here comes, first of all, Norway.
Tango Oscar Romeo, Roger.
I gotta say, I love Florida, DX. Oh my gosh, it's a dream.
Yeah, my call is a little difficult. It's a tongue twister. The suffix is a problem for people with English language. We never find out why, but it is difficult. It's Lima Alpha 4, Uniform Oscar Alpha. Lima Alpha 4, United Ontario, America. LA 4, UOA, Roger.
I'm going to speed this up because I didn't realize this was like 7 minutes. So it took Larry a while to make this call. And tried to work. Excuse me.
Have any pilots? People are on 10 meter. I came from 10 meter, but there was just too many people there. So I got tired of trying to find a free frequency. Everybody was at top of each other. Chaos. A lot of splattering and problems. Much more quiet here on 15. Larry, best 73s, say hello to your wife and have a good day. K7HN, LA4UOA, and South Norway, Northern Europe. Bye-bye.
Before we go, I want to tell you, Tar, I heard you on 10 and tried to work you, but it was just too difficult. So when I saw you here on 15, I smiled because your signal went up at least 2 decibels. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. 73 from Central Florida, Kilo 7 Hotel November, I'll be QSY.
Yeah, 73, Larry. Sorry I couldn't get you through on 10, but maybe some other time. I'm quite active, but I'm probably going to winch the antenna down in a couple of days. We're expecting some high winds here, and I have this hazer on the tower, so I usually winch it down when we get some really strong wind. 73, Larry. Bye-bye.
73, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Very grateful, 73, mate. Bye-bye. That was one of those DX calls you make that turns into a rag chew. It went on for 5 minutes, guys. I want to thank Tor for that. I really sincerely love that call. Lima Alpha 4, Uniform Oscar Alpha, an asset to amateur radio and a reason why we love it so much. Next comes Germany.
Okay, Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey India Foxtrot, Delta Oscar 1, Kilo...
And look at how hot 10 meters was.
On the microphone. Thank you, 73.
10 meters all the way up to 570.
Delta Oscar
Wow.
1, Kilo Romeo Tango CQDX.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
November station with November, your call please.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
X-Ray Canada. I think it's November 2, Quebec X-Ray Canada. Please, your call.
You gotta try if they give one of your letters, right? Oh well.
November 3, Quebec X-Ray Canada. Michael, you're 5 and 5, Roger. Thank you, Michael. All of us. Pennsylvania, nice weekend. All the best. I hope you'll see you in the contest. Bye-bye. Corvette Delta Oscar 1, Kilo Romeo Tango, CQDX North America.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Hello, Larry in Florida. You're 5 and 7, Roger.
5 and 7. Thank you so much. You're a 55. We got QSB here. Name is Larry. Over.
Larry, thank you. You are in the log 73. All the best. It's a pleasure. Corvette Delta Oscar 1, Kilo Romeo Tango.
Great call. Thanks a lot for the call. Last one here. We're going to go to the other direction and work Nicaragua. Well, or we won't. And hold on. Let me try and find it. I don't want to. There we go. There we go. Call sign is Yankee November 9 Hotel.
November 9 Hotel.
And I got to say, I recorded that so long ago, guys, that I didn't get the part where I made the call. Anyway, thanks a lot to those three for making a call into Ham Radio Live. It's an honor to work you guys. It is. Thank you guys. It means a lot to me. It really does. We're going to take a look at a question answer segment here that was sent in by Northern Ariel. Gosh, what a great topic question. Let's pop it up real quick because I love the question because it makes you think about all the radios out there, right? And when I first got in amateur radio, I kind of became a professional looker at, I want to check everything out. Everything. So I started with a 7300, which became a Yaesu 3000, which became like the next radio. It's like 13 or 14 radios. No kidding. I had everything from the big three. I did not have a 10 Tech. I didn't have any real vintage gear either. I didn't have anything going back like none of the Heathkit stuff, none of the National stuff, none of the Collins stuff. So we're talking about more modern radios the last 15 years, right? Even a ICOM 756 Pro 3, that was as far back as it went for the stuff that I had. And as I started using the radios, some things became pretty popular, at least for me, right? Best mobile stuff, definitely the Flex. It was very easy to work. Loved the Maestro. However, there's been a change in the market since then. ICOM has released the 7760. It's got 200 watts. It also has removable head, and you can put up to 5 others with it. Love that. Also can be used remotely, like the Maestro. And originally, when that came out, they said that the mobile head unit probably wasn't going to work too well unless you had really super fast, high-speed internet. That's not true. It will work, at least from what people have said, which is a big deal, right? So in my old shack back in Oregon, right, when I would love to make calls, I would make it with the 7610. I love this radio. I do. I still have it. I don't want to sell it because I don't want to lose it. That's the thing I don't want to have happen. And I'll let you see the two radios that if it was for me and there was no money, no object, I could just do it, I had to go to two. And it's because there's two completely different ways you work radios. There are two. And for people who don't understand this, let me explain. When you have a super heterodyne radio, you have to have roofing filters. Think of roofing filters as the policeman for guarding you against higher adjacent signals, okay? You have a weak signal, and then there's a strong 5.9 here and a 57 here, both really strong. They're very legible, no fading, right? And in the middle, there's an S0. And you can pick out the S0. Both radios will do it. The super heterodyne one needs to have really good roofing filters to let it do that though, right? Because if you don't have really good crystal roofing filters, you're not going to be able to squeeze the bandwidth down enough to get rid of those two offending signals. Remember, you've got a 5.9 here and a 5.7 here, both legible, right? Strong. And in the middle, S0. And I've worked, for anyone who doesn't understand that you can work an S0 station, you can do it. I mean, I've done dozens of them. When the needle doesn't move, but you can still hear them, right? So I'm between two. I know that Barry knows one of them, but I bet none of you know the second, okay? The first one that I would pick would have to go back to that super heterodyne love that I had when I just came in the shack and I wanted to play radio. I wasn't so concerned about making like 17 calls. I wanted to work a radio. Because the art of working the radio is the best part in my mind. Let me show you real quick. First off, this radio came in 3 different iterations. 3. It came in a D model, it came in a contest model, and it came in an MP. Here's the D, 200 watts. Look at the radio and then look at the next one. They will not look exactly the same.
Hello, Dan here, G3VM, the ham radio shop in Bristol. We have a Yaesu FT-DX 9000D, which we've just taken in part exchange. It's absolutely as new, totally immaculate. If you're looking at this transceiver, you wouldn't know it from looking at a brand new one straight out of the box. Just over 2 years old, and we're asking 5,995 for this one. Like I said, just over 2 years old. I'll have a quick play on the radio here now, just to give you a quick kind of view of how the radio operates.
Tango is correct? Sorry, Delta. Good evening, very strong signal plus also 20 dB, very strong. My name is B6 Krasnodar, PKT.
200 watts. Audio scope.
Yes, very nice equipment.
Got a logbook.
Condition, yes, 52,000. Amplifier, 1 kilowatt. And antenna 3 element, monoband Yagi.
That's a bit embarrassing. You know, you're showing the radio and the screen glitches, but still, the 9000D, hello, nice to see you. The 9000D by Yaesu was the pinnacle of super heterodyne technology for them. It was. I mean, they had the 1200, which was the baby to the 3000, which was the baby to the 5000, which was the baby to the 9000. From the 1200 all the way up to the 9000 non-MP, you could get the MU tuners, which would plug into the back of the radio. So it allowed you to parse the band plan even more narrow and help eliminate noise. So you were able to really get that signal in. The modern equivalent in a 101 is called VC tune. Back then, the MU tuners were very noisy because they were mechanical. You would as you would parse the signal down, you'd hear a thump, 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 thump. That's the MU tuners. The 9000 MP had it on board, the MUs. The D didn't, the contest didn't. But here, when you go to the big one, the MP, it had everything, but the screen was different. Take a look at the difference. You saw the D. Look at what the MP looks like. And understand, the D had 200 watts on board, right? The MP, 400 watts. Take a look at this. We don't show many CW videos, but this is one of them. This radio is pure honey. This is the kind of radio that you just, when you hear weak signal, you dive into it. A knob or a switch for every function you need to accurately work DX. He only shows Morse code here, and it's not simple to find a ton of, MP or contest. They're out there on YouTube, but the show would be too long if I showed all of it. This radio has every little tweak that Yaesu could come up with in the early 2000s to build a very solid super heterodyne radio. The Yaesu FT-DX 9000 MP, 400 watts on board, all the filters plus the MU tuners. That would be my number one choice if I was going super heterodyne. Absolutely. Prices today, depends on what you can find. They're not simple to find them. They aren't. Here's a D. That's 200 watts. Has the kind of the pan adapter screen that's very primitive, but still, that was early pan adapters, right? Here's the price you see, $5,600. Here's another one. It's a contest. Little different looking, but this one's $44.99. Again, these are asking price. These aren't going to be, sale price. Well, they might be, I guess. They could be. But here you go. Get an idea, about $4,500, right? Here's a D on eBay, and this one's 200 watts. It's a contest model, and this is $44.99. This is where you're going to find these radios. The contest radios and the Ds are going to be between like 4,200 and like 47. The MPs are going to run you about 65 to 7. That's about where they're at typically on the market, right? That's where you'll have them. My SDR, top SDR, has to be the ICOM 7760. It has to be. It's got the detachable head, which is what I like because I can take it to my zero gravity chair and I can play radio at my leisure, right? Infinite filters. Don't need to worry about crystal roofing filters. Has a great touch screen, similar to the 7610. Here's the deal. I would never get rid of my 7610. I love this radio. And this guy who has, if you think you have a lot of radios, watch this video. Here's a 7760, Mike in Jacksonville bought this radio. He said it was the first new radio he ever bought because he worked for the NYPD for his career, right? His gift to himself for all those years of public service was to buy a brand new ham radio. It's about $7,000, new, 200 watts, the latest and greatest. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Dave, AI7R, and I'm going to talk to you about the 7760. I'm not going to unbox it. I'm not going to give you the specs. I'm not going to...
And guys, I'm sorry. Two things I need to tell you. I forgot. Okay, first of all, he's got the head unit behind him along with the monitor, and for some reason, everything's backwards, right? You're seeing things in reverse image, but he has the actual head unit behind his right shoulder there off to the right of him. It's just sitting there, and then he's got the screen, over it. So this is also one of the only ham radios you can find out there, but you can hook up a bunch of different remotes to. So 7760, listen to the stable of radios this guy's got.
Operate it, and there's plenty of videos in that. This is just me telling you about my thoughts on the 7760. And hams, opinions, we're really good at it. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. Anyway, a little background, been a ham for 58 years. I've had lots of ICOMs in the past and all. And ICOMs are Kenwoods and Yaesus and boat anchors and all those. So anyway, I have a 7760, and frankly, I never thought I'd be able to afford one. I thought, what radio could possibly be worth that much money? But I sold some gear, a couple of radios I wasn't using, and I made enough to buy it. So that's why I have it. Now, my background with ICOM is I have everything from the 705 to the 7300 to the 9700 for satellite work. The 7610 is my main radio at my other QTH, and the 7760 at this one. So I'm familiar with a lot of them. The 7610, I actually got one to play around with it, sold it, and I missed it. I bought another one. So I know them well. I operate them all the time. So is the 7760 worth it? This is going to really be up to you. Your own finances and everything else. But here's the deal. It has pure signals, so you got one of the best signals out there. It's going to be nice and clean.
There's Bill.
There's ways to do that with the Hermes for like $80. But But this is built in, and it's part of it. It's good. It's 200 watts. That's going from 100 to 200 is a huge step. Since I've gotten it, I have not turned my amp.
Listen to this comment he just makes. This is really interesting. It's only 100 watts more, but listen what he says.
Since I've gotten it, I have not turned my amp on. And the reason I have a Mercury amp on it for it. The reason I haven't turned it on is because people would come back to me and they'd be too weak anyway, because they could hear me, but I couldn't hear them. So with the 200 watts, it's just about right. I can hear the people who are running those in-fed antennas because they're in HOAs or whatever. I use a 3-element beam, by the way.
Okay, enough of that. All right.
So is it really worth it?
There was some of that video that kind of didn't sit well, but the point is, he's blessed to have a lot of radios, to have the money to get a lot of radios, have 2 QTHs, have the beam, all that stuff. Those are blessings, right? Those are special things. But why I picked that radio was, and I'll tell you the radio was between. There were 3 radios I was between. And I've owned 2 of the 3. The ICOM 7610, the Yaesu FTDX 101 MP, and the ICOM IC 7760. Why would I pick the ICOM? Because of the detachable head. It's a game changer for me. I can use it on Wi-Fi. I can run it from my zero gravity chair or halfway around the world. I could just go into my Wi-Fi, pull it up, and start working the radio. And to me, that's like the ultimate thing. So that's how I'd answer this question. And it wasn't easy. I really had to think, because I loved the 101 a lot. I did. It was a beautiful radio. Absolutely beautiful. But the ease of use, how quickly I can get going on an ICOM radio was just, it was the whole point. Why I did it? Mike in Jacksonville, you bought a honey of a radio, man. Congrats. Seriously. Prices on the 7760. Take a look at this. Now, new prices, right about, they're close to $7,000. So DX Engineering, $69.95. Oh gosh, not in my lifetime. I could never afford that. That's way too much money. A little cheaper at HRO, and look what you get. It's the LE edition. I didn't even know this existed. So the limited edition, and they have like one left, and it's, guess where it's at? Of all their locations, which they have a dozen now, it's available at the Portland store. Isn't that funny? Anyway, when you buy the LE, you also get this cool little Seiko ICOM watch to show off to all your friends. But look at the used prices. I've seen 2 for sale since this listed. One was at $5,000, and then there was this one. Look at this. He says, it's a beautiful radio, much more performance than my 7610, in my opinion. I have the original boxes, manuals, includes the RC28 controller. Typically, it's a separate purchase, $4,500. That's $1,500 off new. So, I mean, that's a lot of money to lose. If I was going to do this, I'd just buy used. No offense to ICOM. If I could afford to buy new, I would. Absolutely, because we have to keep buying new radios. Otherwise, our manufacturers aren't going to be able to stay in business anymore. And these ham fairs and stuff aren't going to happen anymore because they're just going to be swap meets. There's not going to be manufacturers showing up because no one can afford to make stuff. So we've got to keep trying to afford to buy new stuff from time to time. It's helpful. But I love this question. It's such a great question. That question made me go to bed last night, just wrestling mentally. So I want to thank Northern Ariel for that great question. Thank you. Gosh, you put me through heck, buddy. You really did. This is him right here, Northern Ariel. And I will say this. When I bought my 101, I bought both a D. First, I bought the MP. I sold it. And I ended up buying a D new as well. So 2 new radios, right? And that 3-year warranty, it was important to me too. It was, because I thought, okay, I'll have this radio a long time. I want to make sure it's okay. But you know what was weird? it seemed every time I would call customer service, I don't know, they weren't always the friendliest to deal with. That's been my experience. So, and that doesn't mean that all their customer service people are garbage. It doesn't mean that. I just had some negative experience with it all. So you take that with the bad and the good. ICOM has been perfect. They have been so solid, and I'm very grateful for them. And maybe I just got people on a bad day. That's possible, right? There's always a reason why things happen. We got to move on, guys. Way too much to do. We're going to talk about world area transmit power, what people can do worldwide. This should be interesting. I hope you like this segment. We're running so late. Here are levels, maximum transmit levels worldwide that people can transmit. Look at these countries here throughout Europe. Look at the difference, right? So you can go to 1,000 watts in Russia, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, but look at the Czech Republic. Special contest stations can run 3 kilowatts. Isn't that something? I thought Canada was like number 1, but they aren't. Czech Republic and one other country can do this, or I should say does this. So here are some numbers. Look at this. Norway, 1,000 watts. Right next door at Sweden, 200 watts. But $1,000 watts you can do in Sweden if you pay a yearly fee. You have to do an application and, yearly fee. If you go over to Asia, look at this. This is very interesting. Sorry, radio's in the background. Here we go. Russia's 1,000. Please, no bad comments here, guys. China, 100 watts. So if you haven't worked a lot of Chinese stations, there's your answer. Max power is 100. India's 400 watts. Vietnam's 500. Japan's 1,000. If you're at the top level, they got 5 license levels in Japan. South Korea is 1,000 watts. Mongolia, 1,500 watts. So here's Asian countries. Let's go to the Middle East. No, I'm going to wait. I'll wait for the Middle East. It'll blow your mind. Africa. Egypt, 100 watts. But look at Somalia, 3,000 watts. No joke. South Africa, 1,000. Namibia, 200 watts where Winan lives. That's max power. Democratic Republic of the Congo, 100 watts. Madagascar, look at that, 50 watts. Algeria, 100 watts. Tanzania, 100 watts. In the Americas, almost everybody has got a big stake here. Canada, 2,250. U.S., 1,500. It goes U.S. through, 1,500 watts max power from the U.S., Mexico, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia. All 1,500 watts. Oceania. Here's where you'll see some numbers that might surprise you. Australia, 400 watts, but over in New Zealand, 1,500. The Philippines, 1,500. Tahiti, 1,500. And look at Samoa, 100 watts in Samoa. Tahiti's 1,500. The Cook Islands, 100 watts. Indonesia, 500. Guam, being like a U.S. territory or something like that, 1,500 watts. Now, look at the Middle East. This is going to blow your mind. Look at these numbers. I was like, whoa, no way. Bahrain, where Tom is, 1,000 watts. Israel, 100 watts. Oman, 150. Iran, 100 watts. Iraq, 50 watts. And look at Saudi Arabia. It's the largest country in the Middle East with Iran, right? 50 watts in Saudi Arabia. I was blown away. I was like, no. I checked it 4 times and it came up at 50 watts. So if you haven't worked many of these places, there's your answer why, most likely. And if you have, good on you, man, because 100 watts just goes to show if you got a great antenna and you got a 100-watt radio, you can work a long ways. You can. If conditions permit it, you'll make great calls at 100 watts. But some of these places, 50 watts, like Madagascar, in Saudi Arabia, it's like, wow, 50 watts. And I wonder, in my head, I was kind of thinking to myself, I watched a video once where a guy in Saudi Arabia was putting up this really nice tower with these stacked Yagis. And I'm like going, wow, I wonder what he's running. And I'm sure it was more than 50 watts of power. Whoo! Even if you didn't, and you ran 15, you got stacked Yagis, the gain is going to be outstanding. So there you go. Today's topic question, if you can only choose one between ICOM, Yaesu, or Kenwood, which one would you buy? All right. Let me join back real quick before we to close out. Spike mentioned this. The IC7100 did not get a price drop with being discontinued. Nope. It's good radio. Didn't drop. Andy in Bristol, 026, the X026 looks interesting. Maybe a 7100 upgrade or replacement for the 705. I don't think the 705 is going to go anywhere. It's a great QRP rig, and it sells well for them. I don't see that being it. I think this is going to replace the 7100. I do believe it's going to be a Shack in the Box. I don't think they'll ever do, what is it? There's 2 and 202 megahertz. So there's 2 VHF. They'll never do the second VHF. They'll just keep it like 70 SEMS and 2 meters most likely. But they'll do HF too. I think so. Because, they just got rid of the 7100. And I know it was getting long in the tooth. It's a super het. I get all that. But still, it looked pretty cool. Yeah. Bill's going back having fun. Go have fun, please. Spike, Larry, what spotting program do you use? DX Heat. Yes. DX Heat. Funny. Welcome. Happy Friday. Good to have you here. Jeff Elmer time. 100% Larry. Bless your heart. Thank you. Whatever you're agreeing with me for, I appreciate that. Toscan's here from Portugal. Larry, hi all. Got the RS918. You got the radio working? Well done. Buddy, you've been trying for weeks. Oh, this is great news. 2 contacts on 20 meters, 10 watts, a couple of things to sort out, but it's working and that's what matters. That's great. Tom in Bahrain, top of the pops, that radio, especially if you like to twiddle the knobs. Impressive. I totally agree. Yeah, the 9000. The 5000 had a ton of knobs on it. My 5000 MP, and it was, I loved that radio because it invited you to play with it. It just did. There's so many things you can do to parse out a band and interference. Oh, man. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. I miss that radio. Jose, do any radios have built-in Morse decoders to display on a screen? Yeah. The new ICOM 7300 Mark II does. That's got a CW decoder. The Yaesu FTDX 10 does. The FTDX 101s do. I'm not sure on the 710. It probably does because it's not that much expense to put that in. The question is, how reliable are they? Because a lot of CW decoders are kind of, yeah. When I got an amateur radio, because I didn't know Morse code, I thought, there's a way around this. I can simply use a keyboard and type it in and it'll convert to Morse code. FL Digi does that stuff, right? But I thought, I could make this work, right? But the problem is when you're decoding it, you end up with a lot of letters that don't make a word. That's the problem. Like it'll be F, W, J, Q, M, Z, D, and bad. It's like, what is it? It's giving me gibberish. It's like trying to do a radio teletype contest and you got RTTY on right, but it's just decoding gibberish really fast. That's the only thing I worry about, Jose. How accurate is it? Toscan, several do, but haven't found one that does a good job with handset Morse. Yeah, me too. That's what I was just saying. Gunter, 400-watt version was asked 7800 and E in Germany. You rarely find them because owners used to buy them and run them for... Yes, that's true. You don't typically find these legacy radios, right, that had good power output for sale. It's very rare. Like you may find some of the lower models, but like the one that Barry's got, Golf 6 Juliet Mike X-Ray, Barry Wendon, he's got the MP, and I don't think he'll ever sell it. I'm not gonna. Barry will never do it. I know he won't. He won't. Jeff, MLS had the 9000 MP. It was Golf Bravo. In pounds, 8,000. Yeah. Was it the MP though? I thought it was the D. Could be wrong. Thank you for sharing that. I do remember the video. We played it here too, which I had to play that because it was a 9000. Jeff, thank you again. Appreciate you being here. Yep. Saw that video. Brand new from Spike says, brand new IC7100 at DX Engineering is on sale for $850. Yeah, I think it's about the same as it was new. Rob Sherwood is a big IC7610 fan. Yeah, he also likes the 7300 a lot. when I bought my 7300, I was conversing with Rob back and forth, and he's so intuitive. He said, for a box that's under $1,000, this is one hell of a radio. That was Rob. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. And no CW decoder, did radio teletype, right? But a lot in that. And you start thinking, okay, well, for the price of the 7610, I could buy two 7300s and an antenna that's decent, right? But the 7610 is not even close to two 7300s. It's way more than that. So, yeah, he loved both radios a lot. Thank you for that. My dog's go to the potty again. Toscan, and thanks for being here, Jeff, all the way in Australia. What a blessing. Thank you, Jeff. I mean that. Thank you. Jose, they can hear us, but not the other way around. Toscan says, in Portugal, depends on license, but can be up to 1,500. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought about, like, Toscan. We don't have any French people, but I put France in there, and I didn't put Portugal. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings there. He says, bring back knobs to twiddle. Get rid of buttons. They should only be in microphones. And no decode on the 710. There you go. Barry Wendon, MP Larry from Martin Lynch. Was it MP? Oh, boy. Well, that's money Larry doesn't have anyway. So on with the show. This is it. Here is your Angry Hams guys on a Friday.
That was great. Fantastic.
Yeah, didn't like it.
Well, what would you know, you old fool?
Don't call me an old fool. I'll give you the evil eye.
Oh, I'm scared.
I warned him.
Okay, guys. Here's question one. I got to let my dog out. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I had a place in the show where I could not play a video or anything. That's my dog Miley. She's 15. She has dementia, and she'll bark at the back door until she gets, it'll get more and more barking. So I try and take good care of her. I thank you for your patience. Question one, the TX62 tube transmitter was manufactured by what company? A would be Helicrafters. B would be Hammerland. C, Amico. D is Heathkit. Let's take a look at your answers here. And Barry, thank you. It was an MP. Jose, thank you. Have a good weekend, buddy. Jeff, the IC7100 on special streams that the X026 is the replacement. Yep, I think so. I really do. Because ICOM's not dumb. They're not going to lose that marketplace to anybody else. And they had a good one in the 7100, but what was wrong with it, right? It was the one ICOM radio that was not an SDR. That wasn't just like a 70 and 2, right? I guess it could be a 2 and 70 SEM, still have not be an SDR, but for HF, all the rest had switched except for that one. So yeah, I agree. It says, Larry, enjoying your show, mate. Can't sleep watching Hamvention live streams. Jeff, you're awesome, man. Thank you. What a nice thing to say. You made my day. Thank you, Jeff. Catch my breath. Andy New, first up, the X62 was manufactured by Amico. Andy should know. Well done, Andy. There's one. Yep. Andy's our trivia sleuth here, so be careful. Robert Varner, yep, heard the dog, yeah. You guys all got that, and I appreciate you guys playing. Question 2, easy, it's true or false. If a Hawaiian or Alaskan ham moved to the mainland United States and was working towards their DXCC, would they have to start over again? A would be true, B is false. This is an interesting question. A or B? Good luck, my friends. Good luck. If you were in Hawaii or Alaska and you moved to the mainland U.S. and you were working towards that DXCC, would you have to start over again? Tough question. Truly is, because it's a long ways. Spike's first up. He says it would be false. Oh, tough question, isn't it? Yeah, it's true, guys. The reason why it's true is because the DXCC rules are you're going from one QTH to others, to 100 others. Think of it this way. From one location, you worked 100 different entities doing one thing. So like all sideband, all Morse code, all digital, whatever, right? But you did 100 of them, right? That gets you the DXCC. But if you change your QTH, it has to start over again. That's why it's that. So I stumped you twice in 2 weeks. Amazing. Third question. In what 2000 motion picture did ham radio play a major role? A. Aaron Brockovich. B. Frequency. C. U7. Wow, it's right in front of you. U571. Or D. The Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. Please don't pick that. A, B, or C. Good luck, everybody, please. It is tough, right? Because it's from one place to another, and you changed where the one place was, so you can start over. Oh, boy, Spike. Spike's answer is brilliant, so you just don't tell anybody that you moved. Brilliant. That's it. Toscan first up. Aaron Brockovich. Nope. Spike next. November 1, Alpha Quebec Hotel. He is B, Frequency. He's correct. Well done, Spike. Wow. And they're all following behind him. Yeah, B and B. Yeah. Frequency's a great movie. You know, you can find it almost, I think, for free on some streaming services now. Go watch it. It's actually neat. It's got a great plot to it. And there's ham radio involved, sure, but it's not one of those cheesy ham radio videos. It's really good. You might like it. Last question. Oh, we did this question. Never mind. That was 3. We're done. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Today's topic question was really good. I want to thank Northern Ariel for this, because it was really this question was one of those ones that it kept me up last night, because I was like, yeah, but this one did this, and I liked that, and I really enjoyed this, and that was nice, and it was really a good question. And it was real tough. Late this morning, I finally had to make a choice. And it was a coin flip for me almost. It really was. It came down to the super het was easy, because I loved the 5,000. And why not? This is just a hypothetical question. And money's really no object. And it is really an object for me. But if money was no object and I could do it, I mean, I'd want to have the granddaddy of the 5,000, because there's more knobs and buttons and things to play with. It just invites you to be a kid and play. Gosh, it's a great radio. I loved it. Yep. So, what about you? If you could pick only one, what would you pick? Would you go for the warranty? Would the warranty being longer than the other manufacturers be enough to pull you over to that manufacturer? Or would you like the radio more be the final answer for you? A lot of people look at radios and they say, I like the way that looks, or I love the way that sounds. What would it be for you? It's an interesting question. It really is when you think about it. Andy. Seriously, I think B. Tom, can you see Fred and Barney causing QRM? Yes, I certainly can. Absolutely. Spike, my neighbor, starred in Frequency. He also played Doc Holliday. He also has a local band called The Sharks. Well, I can't do anything more to improve on Spike's stuff today. It's been a good day, guys. Thank you. Long show. Thank you for being here today. Sorry for how long this went. Wasn't ever intended to go that long, but There's a lot to talk about today. And that's fun doing a Friday. If you'd like to get your ham license, by the way, 3 new elements are coming, including a new chicken man. There you go. If you'd like to earn your ham radio license, contact the Radio Society of Great Britain. They'll help you get connected with a local ham radio club to where you live. And that's a good thing because that ham club can help you. www.rsgb.org for the Radio Society of Great Britain, the best ham club in the world, I think. Really, they're so good at what they do. And I love those people very much. My name's Larry Dio. My call sign in amateur radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Wherever you may be in this world, have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Enjoy the sign-off and the commercials. God bless you. Goodbye, everybody. Hold on. Oh, this is just... we are not leaving. I'm not doing that. Hold on. Because this played earlier. Just a second. Hold on. Give me a second. 1 and 2. Hold on. 1 and 2. I'm going to replay these. I'm going to do this because these are funny. I don't want you to miss them. Hold on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Give me a second. I'll get these up because they're funny. You'll love the commercials. And Chicken Man's new too, which is kind of cool because people like Chicken Man on the show. And since this is kind of the way the show's ending, why not? What are we going to do? Go long? No. Hang on. Here we go. First one. I hope you enjoy it. These are some great commercials. See you Monday, guys. Bye-bye.
It's time for E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online.
Second one. Enjoy, guys. See you later.
Hi.
Hello.
Aw, thank you. Have a seat. Kyle, Jalen. Jalen, Kyle.
Jalen, you play nice.
I'll be right back.
What's going on, little man? I see you got your game skills down, Pack. You might have your hands full once I'll pick up the controller, man.
Put it back. Keep your hands on my mama. Keep your hands on my Doritos.
Jalen, are you playing nice?
It's night aboard a commercial jet airliner, aloft high in the sky.
Say, stewardess?
Yes, sir.
I think there's somebody knocking on the door of your airplane.
Why, that's impossible.
See, I told you.
The surprise stewardess, quickly issuing oxygen masks to the passengers and depressurizing the cabin, unlocks the massive jet door. And as it slides open...
Hello there.
How do you do?
May I step in, please?
Well,
I'd appreciate your deciding quickly because keeping up with your speed is rather taxing to me.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. Come in, please.
Thank you. Oh, that's better. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chicken Man, the wonderful white-winged weekend warrior, the fantastic feathered fighter, perhaps my identity card.
Oh, thank you. Welcome aboard Allied's Flight 417, bound for Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and New York.
Yes.
Our cruising speed is
That's fine. However, I won't be staying. You see, I wonder if I could just borrow a map.
Oh, yes, right here it is.
Fine. I'm looking for Minneapolis.
Well, right here is where we are,
Yes.
and there's...
Chicago.
And here's Minneapolis.
That's strange. I thought it was down here.
No, that's Yucca Flats. A lot of people make that mistake because Minneapolis looks a lot like Yucca Flats.
Yeah. I have a cousin in Yucca Flats.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
You may have this map if you like.
Well, that won't be necessary. Well, goodbye for now, and thank you for your help.
Goodbye. Will you be fighting crime in Minneapolis?
No, I'm the guest speaker for the Minneapolis Poultry and Egg Association
segment.
Well, so long for now.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
white-winged warrior recover his lost time this night? Will the Minneapolis Poultry and Egg Association banquet begin without him? And if so, will the feathered fighter ever be invited to be the guest speaker again?
Good evening, this is Channel 3 Television, and here's your program lineup for tomorrow, February the 17th.
Guys, this is Saudi Arabia television sign-off close down. Enjoy.
At 10:09, it's the documentary special Tatters. At 11 o'clock, it's NCAA football as Auburn squares off against Alabama in what has been traditionally known as the Iron Bowl. At 1:28, it's Our Sports Continue with international track and field, rugby, and the NFL Game of the Week. At 4:49, it's the Horse of the Year, Texaco Challenge. At 5:46, we have The Littlest Hobo, followed by cartoons at 6:10. And at 6:21, we have The Land of the Laps. 6:46 brings Swiss Family Robinson, followed by Dirty Sally at 7:47. At 8:09, it's The Enigma Files, and comedy returns to Channel 3 at 8:57 with Three's Company. At 9:13, it's Hazel, and at 10 o'clock, we'll have the national and international news, followed by our Thursday night movie, Skyjacked. We'd like to thank you for watching Channel 3, and from all of us here, good night.
That's all, folks.